guys are riding to the pharmacy with me. I also have to go into the store. Normally I just go to the drive-thru, but the colony cats that my mother feeds have developed some kind of thing, and she's gonna use paper bowls until they get better, or something changes. I'm starting to wonder if Prime is even worth it anymore. They got everybody sucked in, and because they had next day delivery, and everything was cheaper on Amazon. Like, for a long time, everything was less expensive on Amazon. If you checked prices, and I always do, you could find almost everything for less. Over the years, that has changed, and Amazon very often does not have the best price anymore. And I'm not talking about just Walmart. Anybody. There's competitors out there. Staples even sometimes can beat Prime. Best Buy every once in a while beats the Amazon prices. It depends on what you're looking for, but just about everything can be gotten for less than Amazon now. Now, they hooked us in with the next day delivery, and it was always next day. In the very beginning, everything you ordered came the next day. And now, very often, if you want something next day, you have to pay extra for that. So it's not really free shipping, and the membership price has gone up a lot. It's over $140 now for 1 year if you do the annual membership. So you're paying that. They did away with the photo thing. I think they had storage, for people's photo albums or whatever. I can't remember what it was called, but I remember them ending something that had something to do with that. I wasn't using it, so it didn't affect me, but I'm sure there were a lot of people who were. And now I got an email that said they're now going to have commercials in the Amazon Prime TV and movie stuff. And it's like, really? So now it's not going to be any different than, like Philo or any of the other. I use Philo. I have Philo for my, TV, whatever you want to call it, for streaming. It's cheap. So I pay it's like $22 a month with tax and everything. And there's a buttload of channels. You can always find something to watch. So, it's good enough for me. I don't have, but back to the Amazon Prime thing, I'm like, what is the benefit to having Prime anymore? Really? I mean, if you think about it, yes, I just ordered a new phone. I was waiting. I wanted to do it before the end of the year, but I was kind of waiting until the last minute because I need a new iPhone. I have an iPhone 8 right now, and Apple's gonna stop supporting that in 2024. So I had to get a new phone. So I ordered, I think it's an SE second generation. It's supposed to be the exact same size as the 8, so I won't have to buy any new stuff to go with it as far as like the protective case for it, stuff like that. And it's supposed to be supported, I believe, until 2027. So that'll give me 3 years with the next phone, which is how long I've kept each of my phones. I never buy a brand new phone. I always purchase a refurbished one on Amazon, and and I have them for about 3 years. I did have to buy a new battery for the one that I've got now. So the battery that I got with it when I purchased it wasn't great. It lasted for about a year, I think, and then I had to replace the battery. So that happened. But aside from that, I get a good deal on my phone, when I have to replace those. But I'm thinking to myself, they have monthly Prime memberships. I'm starting to think what I might do, and what maybe other people should think about doing, because, if you sit down and you really think about it, Amazon's not that much of a benefit anymore. It's not worth the membership every year. They're not getting things to you as fast as they used to, so that's not really, you know, a great benefit. If you want it fast, you have to pay extra most of the time. And, you know, the prices aren't any better than anybody else is charging for stuff, so what's the benefit, really? And I know a lot of people are used to using them, you know, and yes, they have Fresh Foods or Whole Foods or whatever, but they're really expensive. And I'm sorry, I can get my groceries cheaper at Walmart, you know, so, or really anywhere. I mean, even just the regular grocery store, like not Walmart, but like, you know, Kroger or whatever, their prices are better than Whole Foods for sure. So I'm going to stop this for a minute because I got to take my packages up to the post office. I don't know. That's my thinking on the whole Amazon thing. And I think this may have been their plan all along. Like, get everybody sucked in, you know, get everybody kind of addicted to it or used to it or accepting of it. You know, the overnight shipping and the cheaper prices and, you know, the free movies, or, you know, you think of them as being free movies. You know, that kind of stuff. And now it's all changed. They don't have the perks they used to have, or they don't offer the perks that they used to, you know, and if you want them, you have to pay extra. The membership has gone up to just about 1.5 times what it was when they first started, which, you know, I get that there's inflation and stuff, but it's not making sense anymore for me, you know. And since they offer Prime monthly, what I'm thinking is if we're all smart and we can plan a couple times a year, if I know that I have a larger purchase to make, because I don't get any of my shipping supplies from Amazon. I order all my boxes from Grainger. I get a few things from eBay when they have the coupon for having a store, you know, the $20, $25 coupon that you get with your store, if you're at the same level I'm at. And, you know, so I get that coupon, so I get whatever 4 times a year from them. My bubble wrap and my tape comes from American Bubble Boy. So I don't order any of my supplies from Amazon. The only thing that I might order would maybe be poly bags, and I can plan those so that I would only order them maybe a couple times a year. And if I have other things that I needed that I couldn't get cheaper elsewhere, you know, like the phone, for instance. This year I needed a new phone, so I would use Amazon for that, because even with the monthly fee, if I was doing it just every once in a while, it would still be cheaper for me to buy my phone through them refurbished than it would be, say, through Best Buy or even my carrier. For me, you know, the whole Amazon thing, it's losing its, like, the honeymoon is over, definitely. You know, it's been over for a while, and I just don't know if I see the value in having it anymore. You know, and I have to wonder if some of the people who sell on Amazon have noticed if their sales are down at all. You know, I think a lot of people, like I said, I think people are addicted to Amazon. And I think they hooked us all with it. It's like a drug dealer. Hey, I'll give you this for free, you know, and then you get used to it and then you're stuck. So I don't know. I don't know. You know, I think it's time for me to really sit down and do the math and figure out if Amazon is really a benefit for me. You know, if it's worth it. Because again, I can, since they have monthly, I can sign up for a month, buy all the crap that I want to order that I need to get through them, because it's cheaper even with the membership. If it's cheaper with that membership fee for that 1 month, order a bunch of crap and then stop my Prime membership, you know, until I need more stuff again 6 months later or whatever. It just doesn't make sense to pay them every month if I'm not using them every month, and I'm not, you know, even though I'm getting it for less I still don't know if it's worth it, you know. So it may not be worth it for those of you out there who have a Prime membership renewing soon. If you're not, you know, sit down and look to see how much you're really using it. And the fact that there's going to be commercials now in the during your shows and stuff, what's the point? I can watch regular streaming services for that, you know. And yes, they do have some shows that are different than what you can get on Netflix or whatever, but I don't know. It's something to think about anyway. I'm going to put some gas in my car. It is beautiful today. It is really, really nice today. Like, the sky is so blue and there's just a few white wispy clouds. It's really, really pretty. This is the weather. This is why people live in Arizona. We get this really nice weather for about 4 months. The rest of it sucks. You know, anytime it's over 100 degrees for me, and really when it gets over 105, that's when it gets miserable in my room. And when I, you know, feel like death. So I just have to try to enjoy the nice weather when it's here. I was waiting for a green arrow. I pulled up at the intersection right after it had changed, so I had to wait for a few cycles. Anyway, I'm picking up my prescriptions. I'm going to the drive-thru. I have to go in the store too, but I don't want to go in the store and stand in line at the pharmacy because there's germs. Everybody who's in line, well, not everybody, but a lot of people in line at the pharmacy are sick, and I don't want to breathe near them. So I go to the drive-thru to pick up my prescriptions, and then I go inside if I have to get anything. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, they fixed it. Okay, I'm gonna pause this or stop it. I'm waiting. I'm gonna ask them what happened to the...
Any questions on these today?
No, but I do have a question. Last month when I was here, this whole thing was destroyed.
Yeah.
What happened to it? Did somebody get pissed off at the pharmacy, or did somebody's truck hit it?
No, I think it was an accident.
Oh.
Somebody, I think they, hit the curb, and then they, opened their door.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know. People are...
It was insane. I looked at it and I thought, oh, somebody didn't get their meds.
No, oh my gosh. That'd be exciting. I mean,
Right?
I wouldn't want that to happen.
No.
It'd be a more fun story than that. No, I think somebody was just
Oh, that's funny.
Texting and driving or something.
Oh, no.
Because one of my texts thought happened.
Uh,
Yeah, then they had to come out and fix it. So.
yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Thank
All
you.
right, have a great day.
Thanks,
Thank
you too. All right, well, that answers the question about the... I don't know if you guys saw a video. I think I told you about this thing getting destroyed. It's the little apparatus where the meds come out and where you send your driver's license to if you have to and all that good stuff, you know. So I am not going to go to this Walmart. I don't like this one. You know how you have certain stores? I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I know I'm weird, but maybe I'm different in that way. I have certain Walmarts that I feel comfortable in and certain ones that give me anxiety. And this is one of the ones that makes me anxious, and I don't know why. Oh, there's a little person crossing the street with her little cart. She's got her little oxygen tank in it, and she's just going along. She's got a little hat on. You guys can't see any of this. She looks like she's about 5 feet tall, maybe. She's a little bitty thing. No, she made it across while the light was green for her, so that's good. People are so rude when they're, I don't know, drivers. I've seen drivers inch into the crosswalk when the light turns green for you, but there's still a person in the crosswalk because they're taking a little bit longer than somebody thinks they should. I'm sorry, if they're old or they're decrepit or they have, you can tell they have an affliction, just wait. It's not going to hurt you to sit there for another 30 seconds while they get all the way up onto the curb. You don't need to inch out into the crosswalk and, you know, make them hurry. It's not going to make them hurry. It's just going to make them nervous. It's going to make them nervous, and it doesn't help. It's not making them go faster. So, anyway. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, panic attacks. Yeah. If I could stay on one subject during a video, it would be amazing. Oh, she's calling me now. What the hell? I don't even know how that last part of the video went because my mother called while I was recording and she never calls me. So I thought there was some kind of an emergency or something. No, she just wanted me to get extra, or not extra. I'm picking up paper bowls for her, but she wanted me to get baby food because when the cats are sick, and we've all done it before, like everyone in my family. I don't know if other people do this or not, but sometimes you can get them to eat the jar meat baby food that, you know, you feed a child. They're little tiny jars that it's pureed or something. They've got beef and chicken and ham and I think turkey. They didn't have turkey at this store, but anyway, she wanted me to pick up some of that because I got some the other day and apparently she's been able to get them to eat it, because if you're not a cat person, cats will not typically eat if they can't smell their food. So if they have any kind of upper respiratory thing that affects their nose at all and they can't smell, they won't eat. Or most of them won't. Some of them will still eat, but the majority of them won't. I've been through this with my cats before in the past. I had 3 of them get this upper respiratory funky whatever it was at the same time, and 2 of them, you know, pulled out okay. My 3rd one, she would just not eat, and I was driving her across town every other day for IV fluids, and because she wasn't eating or drinking anything, for IV fluids and to get checked out by the vet. You know, it took, I don't know, over a week. It felt like forever before she finally cleared up enough that she could smell her food, and I heard her eating her dry food one night as I was in bed trying to fall asleep, and I started crying. I was so happy that she was eating her food because it had been such a nightmare. I thought I was going to lose her, you know. I ended up having her, I don't know, I want to say another 3 or 4 years. So that's what the phone call was about. I don't think there was anything else that I was going to talk to you guys about. I've had, I don't know, 5 sales, I think, since I did the last video. It may be more than that, but I don't think so. It's very slow this week, which is fine. I'm trying to get some stuff done. I'm trying to lot things up that aren't selling so that I can see if they might sell if I lump everything together and reduce the price to a point where it's still worth it for me to package it up and send it off, and still worth it for maybe someone to buy this, you know, whatever it is. I am home. So I'm going to shut this off. If I've had any sales that are worth talking about, I'll add them to the end of this. This was primarily to talk about the Amazon thing, and I got trailed off like I do. So you guys get to hear about other stuff. Anyway, that is it for now. Hello, Fat Grandma here. If you have not been here before, my name is Paula. I have a very small eBay store. I was selling on Poshmark, but I have shut down my Poshmark store. It's still there, but I have put it on vacation mode, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. I have listed a bunch of things over on District in the marketplace called Knickknacks. That is Crazy Lamp Lady's marketplace, and I initially had 3 sales there, which I'm starting to think was, you know, just a fluke, but it is typically slow the week between Christmas and New Year's, so that could be part of what's going on too. I have had, 7 sales on eBay since the 26th when my store went active again. So I'm going to just share those with you guys. You saw a bunch of footage before this of me riding in the car, talking about Amazon and the cats and other stuff. So if you've been around, you know that my brain, goes all over the place. And sometimes I find my way back to what I was talking about. Sometimes I don't. So anyway, my eBay solds are as follows. I sold a boxed set, the other boxed set that I had of the Mickey and Minnie Disney mugs, and those sold for $29.99, and the buyer paid $19.86 in shipping. They were very heavy, and the box was rather large. So those are all gone now. The only thing I have left is one box of the dessert plates. So I don't anticipate having those for much longer, really. They're I thought they would sell before Christmas, but it's okay. The next item I sold was a pair of 2 Campbell's beefsteak tomato soup, 19.99, bowl, mug, cup, whatever you want to call it. These I would not pick up anywhere. They came out of my mother's kitchen, and I listed them months ago, and they have slowly been selling. 2 here, 4 there. I had different kinds, and anyway, so these finally sold, and they sold for $9.29, and shipping was $10.68. So those didn't cost me anything. Let's see. The next item was a Christopher Radko Celebrations small tree shaped dish. It was had green trim. I guess there were different kinds. Anyway, it sold for $10. Shipping paid was $7.35. I don't remember what I paid for that. It was in a lot with a bunch of other Christmas stuff. I think it was pretty much paid for, so that was all profit too. The next item I sold, and I bought these in a lot and just flipped them. It took a little bit longer for these than some of the other plates that I've purchased before, but I still made a decent amount of profit. They were Native American children collectible plates. Ray Swanson and Jay Schmidt were the artists. It was a lot of 6 of them. They sold for $19.99, and shipping was $10.45. I paid, I think, $5 for them in an auction lot. Well, it would have been 6 with fees and tax and stuff. So not too bad. And I had them listed for, at the most, maybe 2 months. So it wasn't horrible. And again, I don't buy the collectible plates unless I think I can sell them as a lot, and and they're in very, very good condition. These all looked brand new. I just didn't have the boxes for them. So that was the only problem with these. The next item I sold was a Happy Holidays Santa with a candy cane cookie jar. This was retail arbitrage. It sold for $16.50, and the shipping they paid was $11.43. The next item I sold was a set of 4 Spode Christmas tree 12-ounce double old-fashioned glasses. One of the glasses had some wear on the gold trim on the rim, and I made note of that in the listing. Those 4 glasses sold for $14.39, and shipping paid was $7.48. The last sale for the past 3 days was a tall, dark chocolate brown cocoa mug with Schoenfeld's was the brand. It was a 16-ounce mug, so it was pretty tall. I paid $1 for it. Anyway, it finally sold for $6.99. It has been listed for a very, very long time. Mugs are not great, Anyway, it sold for $6.99. Shipping they paid was $9.88. They are as far away from me on the East Coast as a person could get. My ASP, and here's something I did dig into this a little bit. The ASP that you see when you pull up your sales, that is including the shipping. If you're shipping things that are really heavy, that are costing a lot to ship, it's going to make your ASP higher. You need to pull the number that is your actual net and divide that by the number of items sold to get your true average sales price, in my mind. The ASP that they show you on eBay means squat because they're including the shipping cost, and that is not your money. Do you know what I mean? So, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't count. So the $27.32 per item that they gave me is not accurate. And what I'm probably going to do here on out is take the net, divide that by the numbers, and that's the ASP that I'll give you guys. But, I wanted to clarify that the ASP that they're giving us on that breakdown is not from our net. It's from all the funds that they pull in and then divided, by the number of items sold. The fees and the shipping costs should not be included in that, in my mind. So anyway, my net was $82.13. And my after my cost of goods and all my packing materials and stuff, my final net, or what I actually made, that's my money, was $52.38. That's not horrible for the week between Christmas and New Year's. And, again, it was only 3 days. It was the 20, well, four, three, from the 26th through today, which is the 29th. But I think there was only, that mug was the only thing that sold today. Now, I could have sales before midnight tonight. I'm not worried about it. I wanted to get this video uploaded. I don't think I'll be doing another one before New Year. So I wanted to wish everyone a very happy New Year. If you're going out, please be safe. If you're having drinks, please take a cab or an Uber or something. Do not drive. I've found over the years, when I was still getting together with friends and stuff, we had a lot more fun if we were at someone's house and everybody just kind of spent the night and we just had like a giant slumber party. Those were really the best parties. So I think if my friends were still, if I was still socializing and my best friend was still here, that's probably what we would be doing for New Year's Eve, fire pit in her backyard and have some drinks and hang out. And then I would just camp out there, until morning or whatever. That is it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I will see you guys next time and next year. Bye.